found this pretty interesting website. It's called wakeupworld.com. You can see the top there. Wakeupworld.com. I just googled or put in a search engine total individual control technology, and it brings you to this. There's quite a few search options, but this is one of them. It's talking about a whistleblower called Brian Cothron, who formerly used the alias of Justin Carter, is a security industry specialist who used to work for a private security company, SIS, Security Industrial Specialists, in Seattle, Washington. He quit in disgust after realising that his former firm and others just like it were actively using so-called total individual control technology to target people, then ultimately control and destroy their lives. Since he quit, he himself has been a victim of the technology via gang stalking. And it just goes all into what this technology can do, what it does. I'll just read this short little bit here because I found this quite interesting. The technology manipulates the electrical signals in the brain, thus controlling thoughts and feelings and emotions and sensations throughout the body. It works by rewiring the brain by creating new neural pathways and destroying existing neural pathways. Thus, this literally changes the way a person thinks and thus behaves. This technology can also be used to control the muscle movement of the target. It can take over one's hands or feet while driving and make you press on the accelerator or press on the brake or turn. I've had this happen to me. I've had them control my fingers, my feet, my hands. It's really freaky when it happens. You know, my fingers will just start moving of their own accord for no reason. They tried to put it down to at one point when I did actually go to the doctor. They tried to tell me that I had the beginning stages of multiple sclerosis because they knew that my mum had been multiple sclerosis is not a hereditary illness, but they tried to kind of pass that off as an excuse as to why this was happening. It's not, it's them. It was them. It was the kind of early stage attempts, I think, of seeing where they hit in my brain, how it would control movements in my hands. You know, I don't know if you've had it as well. The flickering of your eye, they do that quite a lot as well. This can be used to cause accidents. It can also be used to prevent accidents from happening. Yeah, I'm sure they prevent accidents from happening. The technology can also tap into the optical nerve of the target and the auditory system of the target so that those monitoring the target can see what the target is seeing and hear what the target is hearing. The information is then downloaded and stored on a computer in a highly secure classified site on servers that are guarded by some of the tightest security in the world. This results in the individual's entire day, everything they see, everything they hear, everything they experiment, everything they experience and everything they feel being recorded till the end of time. And I just add to be used against you if they so choose, you know. This technology can also be used to manipulate the emotions of the target. It can induce fear, love, hate. This technology can be used to beam images and even motion pictures into one's brain. I've spoke about this in one of my videos about them playing, and it looks like a film. It looks like a film that's being directly... I can cover my eye and see it when they're doing this, but they're beaming it directly into my optical nerve to make me think that these images are naturally occurring within my brain, but they're not. I mean, they played them at one point. Before they were beaming them into my optical nerve, they were beaming them onto the wall as a kind of hologram in the early days. You know, it's really freaky. And then they moved on to doing it directly into my head. Images and motion pictures that are so realistic that you think you're actually watching a movie or seeing something in reality, which it absolutely looks like. It looks like a clip of a movie. You know, that you'd see a real kind of high definition picture on a really good TV. That's exactly what it's like. It's like a virtual reality 3D rendering that takes place within the target's mind. The images and motion pictures manifest themselves in such a way that the target, if they are not aware that this technology is being used on them, will believe that they are natural thoughts and natural images. This technology can also be used to induce and control dreams. It can be used to control dream cycles and sleep patterns, to cause one to sleep very deeply or to cause one to not sleep at all. REM cycles, alpha, beta and delta brainwaves can be induced immediately by this technology, and this technology can also be used to mimic spiritual experiences. Joy, love, peace that passes understanding can be all induced artificially by this technology to make the target believe that they're having a genuine spiritual experience when they are not. You can go on and read the rest yourself. It's quite a good website. It's very interesting information on there. The dream thing I find quite interesting as well. They definitely do that. They can make you fall asleep as well, like that. That was my fingers clicking in case you didn't hear it. But they do that to me occasionally. I believe that's how they got my card number that they used recently. I've done a video about that, about them stealing money out of my account for a nonsense insurance policy. I believe they got my card number because they made me fall asleep. I actually woke up asleep with my bed pushed against the door, and I have done this for the last 2+ years anywhere that I've lived, because they have tried to come in on occasion, and I've woken up as they've coming in. Even as I'm sleeping up against the door, the last place that I lived, I was sleeping on a mattress with I took the mattress off the bed and put it against the door, and I woke up to them trying to force the door open against the mattress that I was sleeping on. But yeah, they can make sure that you're kind of knocked out so they can come in. So I believe that that's what they done to get my card, because I woke up and I hadn't moved my bed against the door. I just kind of sat down to watch something on the internet, and they probably induced some kind of frequency through my phone of the video that I was watching, or they through my brainwaves, they've managed to knock me out. And then they had someone come in here, because I keep my cards, my bank card and my driving license. I don't keep them in my wallet. I keep them in a RFID kind of protection case thing, also with layers of tinfoil wrapped around it in a separate part of my bag. And I went into my wallet one day, and my bank card and my driving license were both in my wallet, and I had no recollection of putting them there. I thought it was odd, but again, I kind of spend so much of my life gaslighting myself that I just did this again. But I know that it was them, that they came in when they'd put me to sleep, when my bed wasn't against the door, so they could access this room. They got these, they used them for the purposes that they wanted, to set up some kind of fake insurance, and then put them back in my wallet, probably just as a kind of ha-ha, let's see if she kind of gaslights herself. Let's see if she thinks that she did it. I don't think that at all. But they do kind of send you to sleep, so you need to kind of be careful of that, that you're kind of safe when you go to sleep, and you're secure in your environment, because they will use this technology to kind of put you to sleep when they want to do things to you, and much worse than just taking your bank card and taking money out of your account. Anyway, I found that website interesting. There's other ones as well. So if you just put into a search engine total individual control technology and have a read at your leisure, I'm sure some of you will find some of the results very interesting and enlightening. Anyway, take care. God bless. Lots of love.